Alright, welcome everyone. You may all sit down. Okay, so good to see you all today. I am Ahmad Kabin Rizal and as your session leader today. So for this meeting, as you all know, we are going to hold a JD session to collect some thoughts and ideas from each of you regarding a lingering issue, or better said as a complaint that we might as well address and come up with the solution. With that, by the end of this session, we aim to have a comprehensive list of requirements, a better understanding of the workflow involved, and if possible, some preliminary design ideas. We also identify any action items and next step to move forward at mission. Before we touch on the ground rules, let me introduce each of our members today. This is our data administrator Haziq, system developer Alif, system analyst Afifah, and our staff today, Sophia, and our user experience designer Irene. We also have our scribe today, Hari, who will be documenting our discussion point and decisions. Please do not hesitate to clarify or confirm anything with them if needed. Now, for our ground rules. Number 1, please let each person finish their thoughts and let's keep the conversation respectful. We have a lot to cover, so let's try to stay focused on the agenda items. If unrelated issues arise, we'll note them and discuss them later if time permits. And number 3, everyone's voice is important, so please feel free to share your ideas and concerns openly. And the last one, don't hesitate to ask questions if anything is unclear. This session is about getting clarity for everyone. Without further ado, let's start our session right away. And remember, any idea, either big or small, is still going to contribute to the project. Next is a recording of our interviews with a student that issued a complaint of our current system, which has unexpectedly widespread to many groups in social media due to its undeniable facts. I have shared an attachment with you all in the group, and so this is a recording of our interview with the student that issued a complaint of our current system, which has unexpectedly widespread to many groups in social media due to its undeniable facts.
You seem to be troubled by something. May I ask what is it about?
I have been going to HCA since the past few days, but it still cannot solve my issue regarding an event proposal.
Why is that so?
Every time I come by, the staff is always not available. I cannot refer my issue with them if I cannot meet them, right?
I see. That does sound like a big issue.
I really hope that would not need to face this problem again in the future.
In addition to that recording, we also invited one of the staff who their work directly revolves around the same topic here today to assist us in completing our objectives. Please, user Sophia.
In my experience, while dealing with the students, I could say they only came here to refer about the same stuff repeatedly. This repetition can be tiresome and mundane for me and other colleagues. Aside from that, we as staff, our schedule is already packed with a lot of things for each day. We can say that dealing with students and their questions consuming our time that can be spent on other matters. Also, it might be helpful if the student know at least 1 or 2 contacts rather than come to our office rather than the zero knowledge. With zero knowledge. This really saves us a lot of time and explanation.
If I may, can you make it more specific than general? We will also appreciate it. You can illustrate the picture for us.
Alright, so for example, many of our students come asking questions regarding program proposal. For the entirely inexperienced students, we more often than not need to provide detailed and specific explanation to guide them for scratch. This could happen almost frequently in a week, and I hope this situation can be solved, and that's it from me.
Thank you for the insight, user. After listening to the recording and the statement by our guest, I do believe that our system analyst can enlighten us with the detailed analysis.
Sure, session leader, as stated by both of our users, this problem, or should I say it as an inefficiency, has always been there but never got addressed, and I'm right. This issue as statement from our student and our staff. Here elaborate on the problem of handling FAQ. What I mean is that our current system, which I will touch on that later, require both parties, student and staff, to deal with this matter in a practical way. This takes their time and effort just to solve a regular problem that we should be able to simplify its process. Despite no major consequence can be seen if we are to avoid it. Benefits are all we will gain if we can provide the solution. We may even be able to make our name if we do this right. With that being said, our project this time will aim to shorten the related procedure and time consumed to handle FAQ. Next, we will take a look at our current system. Like users said earlier, the process will just keep repeating itself endless, and if we break down a single procedure in staff code, it will appear to be like this. First, staff will listen to the student inquiries. Second, analyze the level of student knowledge regarding the inquiry. Third, fill in the student with crucial information relevant to the inquiry. Four, if the student have follow-up questions, answer them one by one. And lastly, student will return to ask some more questions if they encounter any other issue.
It is great to know that our system analyst is as dependable as always. With the expectation of everyone's able to grasp the issue by now, I would like you guys to discuss among the members here and see how we can deal with this matter. Maybe let us hear from our system analyst first.
So, as the current system is rather incompetent, I suggest us to create a new system that can help us improve the efficiency of the procedure.
Developing a new system from scratch is a quite challenge, I'd say. However, we can still try to continue discussing the idea and see where it will take us to. Perhaps music can aid us stating the requirement of the new system.
Not I can help that much, but it is a big pleasure of this new system if it can save a lot of our time.
Is that it? It may think easier if we can hear more specification.
I think, what if the staff need to answer each of the student inquiries directly and frequently, and maybe the student need not to refer to the staff each time to ask related question too.
That somehow doesn't sound a lot to us. Let me see. Maybe we can try developing a feature that students can interact to find preset FAQ. How about that?
Making a feature that students can interact sounds good to me. But if it only able to show preset FAQ, I got to say that it will be rather mundane and far from our objective. As the students surely got each of their own specific follow-up question to ask, and that would make a long lasting of this.
That's true. Besides, having a level universal queries will only make the interface to be more complicated and then it's big. Preferably, if only we can create something that doesn't need a lot of typing on its interface. Something that staff and student can both enjoy the experience.
Having a preset system means we must have made a new system separate database for it to function.
Maybe if we make something more automated.
AI based?
Honestly, we can try. If we are able to develop an AI-based feature and apply it to any of our existing system or software, we can get much more benefits than we thought.
We can do that actually. Although the process of integrating the existing feature masih a little complicated, we should still be doing that. Eventually, data administrator.
Indeed, but the new system should be secure and safe from dangerous external intervention. With that being said, as long as you can provide high level of security, we will allow it to access the database and utilize it as much as you need. But as a reminder, personal information should always be kept confidential.
That's a given. You don't need to worry about that because we will include as many as network security system as possible to prevent data leakage and another mischief.
I may add, in addition to the mentioned features, what if we let our users to have more personalized experience while using our new system?
You mean to let them connect to an account?
Yes.
In that case, the system should be able to reach user personal data and analyze previous inquiries to read their intention and give out a tailor-made answer each time. Perhaps we can limit the users only to be within our organization by allowing only the organization email to connect to the system. This way we can prevent outsiders from reaching our database.
So, I am so sorry to say that time doesn't allow us to continue any further with our session this time. So, if there is nothing else that needs immediate attention or discussion, I will let the scribe to summarize our key points for today's agenda.
Thank you, session leader. I will now read the summarization of our GAD session. In the first few minutes of the meeting, we learned and analyzed the arising issue of the student staff and filing procedure with how long it takes for each process to complete. We also got to hear insight from our system analyst regarding the problem, which we know that is more of an efficiency of the current system. After that, we decided to start a new project to create a new system based on the input from our user, system analyst, system developer, user experience developer, and data analyst. That is aimed to be the solution for the subjected inefficiency issue of the system, which revolves around integrating AI into a new system. And last but not least, we touched on the matter of security and privacy and decided to limit the usage only to party within our organization. With that, if you have any other question or any interjection, you may issue it right away. If no, then that's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you Scribe for the clear and concise summary. To conclude our daily session, I, Ahmad bin Harizidar, as your session leader today. Thank you for your valuable contribution. With all your effort, we now have a clear outline, and this marks the great start of our project. Once again, I appreciate everyone's participation and commitment in making this session productive. Please feel free to reach out to one another or even myself if you need further information and discussion.